Hi everyone, this is Krister Lacey at the wonderful Coverica building in Dallas, Texas, bringing you our weekly update. Not a lot of new news to report on this week, so we wanted to take this time to look at some marketing ideas for your agency. Remember, this year is all about making you more money. One way that we do that is by getting your value proposition out into the world. With that said, Leaf and I have spent some time reviewing each of your online brands. There are some of you really knocking it out of the park, while others of you really need some help. This week, let's take a look at LinkedIn. Everyone needs to have a profile, period. First step on getting the profile is by simply going into linkedin.com and creating an account. It's free, it's easy, and people are already out there looking for you. With that said, I'll toss it over to Leaf.
We are looking at linkedin.com, and what we're going to do is we're going to set up a profile real quick. You may have already done this, so if probably the easiest thing to do is to go ahead and try to sign in. And if you think you've done it and you don't know your password, go ahead and hit forgot password and get a reset. What you don't want to do is create two accounts though. So I'm going to create a dummy account real quick just to show how quick and easy this is. In fact, I'm just going to go by the pseudonym Johnny Legit. So technically I am joined. They are going to probably send me a verification email. So I'm going to go ahead and put in my zip. Director of Awesomeness. I'm just going to make some stuff up here real quick. So, but you would choose insurance. In fact, let's just go ahead and choose insurance. So we're going to go ahead and say next. And we want to say building my professional network. They are going to send me an email. So I'm going to pause real quick and go grab that information. Okay, so my verification code is 792210. Verify. And we're in. So the first thing that we see is it starts popping up with people in the area that may know you. Now it's probably pulling a lot of this because I was actually logged into my LinkedIn account a while ago, but it's also pulling people in the area because I use the same zip code that Coverica is in. So I'm seeing a lot of these people already. So I'm just going to go ahead and say skip. For this though, you'd want to go ahead and just start adding people that you recognize or that you know. It may not be anybody, and if that's the case, just click skip. So I'm going to say skip. I'm going to upload a picture. We're going to browse an image. You would want to use a professional photo though, something that is obviously not crazy like this one. But if you're coming to our meeting, I hear there's supposed to be a really good headshot photographer there. So we're going to go ahead and hit save and continue. Follow 5 channels, send them SMS. I don't want to do this, but I think it makes you do it. I think it's required. Which is okay. So we are now logged in. So I'm going to go ahead and say okay. And here are a few things that I want you to do. So the first thing is I want you to search out some people that you know you do business with. Go ahead and search out everybody at the Agency Alliance group. We're going to go ahead and say connect. And whenever you connect with people, it's going to ask, depending on how their setups are on this, or it also could be that once you start connecting with people, your first few it may not do it on, but eventually you're going to get into a place where it's going to start asking you to connect with people, and then you're going to have to choose how do you know them. And so for that you can just say we've done business together, or we're a colleague, or we went to school together. And you can do that. We'll get into a future members only video about how to use LinkedIn for some marketing opportunities and things like that to grow your agency, but that's not a video that we want public at this time, so we'll do that in a future video. So I want you to go out, I want you to follow everybody that's a member of the team. Also follow some people that you know you do business with. Follow some people that are existing clients, current clients of yours. If it pops up with the how do you know this person, you can say that you do business with your agency together. That's how you would know each other. The other thing I want you to do is the people that you know, I want you to go in here and you can actually endorse people. And what I may do is I may switch over to my real profile and show you how to do that real fast. So, okay. So once you've built your profile in, you should start to see more of like a full profile. There'll be a thing over here called profile strength that'll kind of tell you how you're doing. But for instance, I know I need to add a background photo. This summary could be a little longer. I've got my experience out here, and you're going to kind of start to build a narrative about what you do and who you do things for. That kind of thing, and we're going to get into that in another video as well, because you need kind of an elevator speech, so for both your own profile and also for your agency. So, but down here in the skills and endorsements, what you're going to end up starting to do is you're going to start endorsing people that you know, and even maybe write some reviews. So if you've got someone in the mortgage business that has been good to you and sends you referrals and you always knock it out of the park, you're going to go out and endorse them for their expertise and maybe even write them a review. So I want you to go out and I want you to follow Chris. This is just kind of a part of our contest. But what we're going to do is we're going to go out here and we are going to endorse Chris down at the bottom in his skills. I want you to endorse this one down here called agency development. And start doing this for everybody that, pick 10 people. Go through and endorse them, and maybe for your top 3 or so, write a review about them. So what we're going to do, and I'm calling them reviews, they're recommendations. Just as an example, I can sit here and I can write something, a recommendation on them. I've worked with Chris for 10 years or yada, 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 and he's been instrumental to my agency, or, write this about a mortgage company, write this about a client, but write a recommendation, because this way it's kind of a public review for people that look at them. The other thing that I like to do is I like to, at the end of this, put perhaps you could write a recommendation on my profile. Thanks again for your time. And then what's our relationship? See, this is where we kind of start getting into this. You can't go out and just start reviewing and recommending strangers. It needs to be somebody that you know. So we've worked with Chris in the same group. And I could say it out here. I could go ahead and hit send. So to recap, for this contest, what we want you to do is create your profile with an uploaded picture. Fill out as much as your profile as possible. Follow some of our team members at Coverica Agency Alliance. And finally, endorse Chris Lacey for agency development. This is a test category, so we can see how many people are following along. Thank you, and good luck.
To motivate you to get your LinkedIn profile started today, the first member we see follow all the steps outlined in Lee's video, we will bring your agency breakfast. Lastly, RSVPs are rolling in for the March 31st member conference, so if you have not confirmed your attendance, do so ASAP to ensure you and your staff have a seat. We are expecting a massive turnout this year. The update on our email server to the cloud-based server is postponed until further notice, but we are expecting it to hit in the next couple of weeks. Also, don't forget to keep those Traveler Select submissions going, and we'll see you next week. Have a blessed day.